That means here we've got the insulation strips. The insulation strips provide you with really good energy efficiency. Because its aluminum is a kind of really good energy efficient profile. While this one, okay, so for this one here, we've got this insulation strips, and these insulation strips will block the transferring of heat and cold effectively, and that means okay, here you can see that these insulation strips are PA66 nylon, and that's a kind of really good thermal insulation material, so that it blocks the transferring of heat and cold effectively. Okay, and in this way, if you choose this kind of window, the heat, only a very small portion of heat can be transferred from outside to indoor space in summer, and it can help you stay cool inside. Okay, that's the thermal break design. Many of our windows indoors have this kind of thermal break design, like this one. You can take a look. Also, this is aluminum and this is aluminum, and we've got some insulation strips to divide the aluminum into two parts, right? That shows you the good thing that ensures the high energy efficiency. And here we've got some machine. These machines can be used to test how good the insulation strips are in blocking the transferring of heat and cold. You can take a look at this one, and there is another machine. I will turn on this machine, so take a look. That will work. For this one is a thermal insulation. You can see thermal conductivity tester. Okay, so it tests the thermal conductivity performance of the insulation strips and the aluminum. And this machine, it just rise the temperature of the bottom panel, this one and this one, to high to about 60 Celsius degrees. And then later we will compare the temperature of the two parts. And for this one, okay, it cools the temperature of the bottom panel of this one and this one. And later we will see what happens to these two machines. Okay, let it work. Let them work for about, I think, about 15 minutes, and we will come back. And here we've got a lot of thermal break aluminum windows and doors. Like this one, this is one of our hottest selling aluminum thermal break casement window. This is our K80 series. Okay, we call it the K80 series because the frame width of this window is 80 millimeters. 80 millimeters. So that's about 3 inches. Okay, that's I think that's about 3 inches. So it can be used in most areas. And for this series of window, we got the insulation strips to divide the aluminum into two parts too. And actually the insulation strips are 35.3 millimeters in width, and that means it can block the transferring of heat and coldness very effectively. Okay, and for this window, apart from the energy efficiency, it also has great sealing performance. You can take a look here. We've got the 3 sealing strips. This is one of them. And here, this is another thin strip, and there's one more thin strip. Okay, so when I close this window, take a look. All 3 thin strips will be pressed tightly against the other side. This one will be pressed here, and this one will be pressed against here, and this one will be pressed against here. So it brings really good sealing performance. And talking about that, I can show you. I can show you by using some paper. Take a look. I forgot a piece of paper here. And next time when you want to try the sealing performance of a window, by the way, we don't waste the paper, it's a used paper, okay? So let's put it inside and close this window. Next time when you want to test the sealing performance of some windows, some doors, you can try this too. And try to get this one out. Can you see, when I tried to grab it out, I tried several times and it just stuck inside. And when I tried very hard, it just got a break. I couldn't get it out at all. That means it has really good sealing performance, okay? it just gets tear apart, right? So you don't need to worry about the sealing performance of this series. And good sealing also means it has really good sun insulation performance. Okay, actually, sun insulation performance comes from two aspects. The first aspect is the structure, and the second part is the sealing performance. As I just mentioned, it has really good structure, right? With energy, with thermal break design, and with 80mm thickness. And also, we've got a triple glazing for this series. That means 3 layers of tempered insulated glass. Take a look. Can you see 3 very bright reflection? That means there are 3 layers of glasses for this window, okay? That then compared with double glazing, you know that in many occasions, double glazing is very widely used, right? There is an air cavity like this type. This is the double glazing with 2 layers, 2 pieces of glass panels and 1 interlayer between them. And this kind of glass is widely used. But for this series, our standard configuration is triple glazing, okay? 3 layers of tempered insulated glass. So there are 2 air cavities, and you know that air itself is a kind of really good sun insulation, a thermal insulation material, right? So with double glazing, this window has much better sun insulation and thermal insulation compared with the many other window and door types, okay? And here, for this one, the high sun insulation, it can reduce the noise volume at about 37 to 40 dB with its special structure, with the triple glazing and with the thermal break design, okay? So it can block noise at about 37 dB. And later I can show it, I'm not sure. Can you hear? There is some noise inside that. That's the train noise. And now I'm going to close the window. Okay, can you still hear that train noise? Actually, I just stand beside the window, right? I can hear a little bit and compare the difference. It's very loud, right? Now we can hear it very clearly. Okay, imagine you have this kind of window for your bedroom. Then even if you live in some very noisy area, like by the airport or by the train station, by those areas, you can comfortably stay indoor by just closing the window. You can block it out most of that noise. Okay, that's really good. And considering all its advantages, I think this is a really nice window for your bedroom and also for your bedroom, because we want to sleep well. We want to have quiet sleep, right? And also we want to, usually in our bedroom, we spend long hours. And then our air conditioner or our heating system, that will work long hours. And then an energy efficient window will help us save a lot of energy, okay? And besides, the high ceiling performance also means that this window has great water tightness. And talking about that, let me close this window. First is dry, okay, here. And this is an openable window too. It's the same series. And when I close this window, and here, let's have some rain. It's coming. Can you see that's really heavy rain? And this kind of rain is I think is heavier than most real rains in our real life, right? But we can keep it going like this for long hours. Actually, this is our tester. It's been here for years, and although for years, every day we tried it for several times. Every time when some new customers come here, we will turn on this tester. Okay, but the window is still very tight sealed. No water can come out, no matter no matter how heavy the rain is. You can take a look. Okay, when I turn on the light, you can see it very clearly. That's the water, and also it has a high wind pressure resistance compared with ordinary windows. Now it's raining and it's quite windy. You can hear the wind howling inside this chamber, right? And it is so noisy, so I'm going to turn it off. That's rain and water, and even though it's so harsh, even though the weather is so harsh, it's really dry. Take a look. and you don't see any drop of water alongside the window sash, okay, no matter at the bottom. So for this window, it has excellent, let's say, water tightness, and it has great air tightness. That's why I think if you live in some harsh climate, like by the coastal area, then it's a nice choice for you. Okay, and because this is a casement window, usually I have to say that casement windows they just swing in and out like this. Okay, you can hear water in the water drips inside, but when I close the window, you cannot hear anything, right? Only when it opens, sound of water is very clear. And you know that a casement window just swing in and out like this. So that means if you make the window sash into really big size, it will be very heavy, right? Or the weight of this window, or the load bearing of this window has to rely on the hinges and rely on the frame. So usually we don't make casement windows into really big size. We make them into some ordinary size. And if you want a big window, you can big small openable window together with a big fixed window like this. Okay, this is a combination, and this way you can get a nice one for your balcony and maybe for your bedroom. That's a good choice, right? And that's one of our windows. Apart from this, we've got more different series. By the way, it's highly customizable. You can see we've got different handle for your option, right? Two, they are the same series, and that's the same for this one too. It's the same series of window, and for this one, actually you see that they've got a different. You've got they have got some different handles, right? So you can choose different style for the handles. And I just turn on the smoke inside the chamber. Right now inside it there is a lot of smoke, but no smoke can come out, right? Take a look at the window frame. Take a look at this window frame, and there is no smoke at all. That means it has really good steaming performance. So when the air is not so fresh inside your indoor space, you can have this window to block out them. And now I'm going to open this window. Take a look. When I open the window, you can see the very dense smoke, right? Okay, I think we'd better exhale them in case they check the smoke tester. Okay, now they're being exhaled out, and you can see that this window has really good sealing performance, right? And also the lock, we use the multi-point lock. For most of our windows, we use this multi-point lock. So there are two lock points here. This is one lock point, and there is another one. That's the standard configuration for our casement windows. And certainly, if you don't want this, you want some different locks. We also have some flush lock for your option, and also you can choose the. Let's say you can also choose the not a smart lock too. Okay, we've got a smart lock for our window centers. You just need to click the button and the window can open and close accordingly. That's one of our products. And apart from this, take a look, it's a window, right? This series can also be made into a door. Here, this is a door of the same series, and clearly it's a very big door. Let me close and open so you can see the size. Okay, this is a nice aluminum door, and for this kind of product you can use them for your entry, for your patio, and also for your showroom, and for some office room and so on, right? It provides you with big glass. Actually, because our products are highly customizable, I just show you, you can choose different hardwares, different handle, different lock, right? Also, you can choose different glass, okay? It's the same series with the previous window, but it's a door, it has two door panels, and it uses double glazing, okay? Because usually we don't use this kind of door for our bedroom, right? So we don't require such a high sound insulation. Then double glazing is sufficient. This door, even with double glazing, it brings really good sound insulation performance. I can show you later about that, okay? And compared with triple glazing, double glazing is more cost effective. That can help you save some budget, right? And for this door, it's quite easy to operate. I think that's a good thing of casement windows and doors. You can take a look. You just need to turn the handle and the door can open, right? And it opens up to 90 degrees. So in this way, you get a very big, you can have the opening totally open up. So you can utilize the opening space very well, right? That's the good thing. And when I close it back, we've got the threshold. You can take a look at the threshold. With the threshold, so when the door closes, it actually just works like the casement window. The bottom side is pressed against this threshold when the door closes, right? And when I just need to lift the handle upward a little bit, and this way the door is locked here at the bottom. And you know, we've got the bottom latch and the top latch to hold them tight, okay? And this way, it brings a good sealing performance. And when I close the door, as I just mentioned, it has great sound installation performance. Let me play it for you. Let me test it for you. I will play some music, okay? First, you will hear the music. Okay, this is the music, and now it is quite loud. I will put it behind the door. And let me close the door. Take a look. Okay, we can still hear a little bit of that music, but only a little bit, right? When I open the door, that makes, oh, sorry, the door isn't locked actually. I didn't lock it tight. Okay, now it is locked, and let me close the door. Okay, so can you hear the music? A little bit, right? I could only hear a little bit of it, but when I open the door, it's quite loud and clear right now. Did you see, only with double glazing, it brings such a good sound insulation performance. If you choose triple glazing, it will be much better, right? So that's the door for, that's an aluminum casement door for your option, okay? Certainly, you can choose different sizes. All the products can be customized to meet your requirement for the size, okay? And besides, you can choose different glass, as I just mentioned, double glazing or triple glazing, right? And besides, you can choose different hardware accessories. So for this door, you can see we've got a very big multi-point lock too. We use multi-point lock for both our door and for our window. This is one lock point, and that's another one at the top, and also there is one at the bottom. So with so many lock points, this lock is very strong. It's very difficult to pry open, so it provides high anti-theft performance, okay? That's this K80 series casement door and casement window. Those are our hot selling products. If you want to have some nice windows and doors for your project, you can consider them, okay? And besides, here, let's come here and take a look at the tester. Now you can see the two samples. We've got this one. As I just mentioned, the two panels will be, the temperature of the two panels will be raised up, right? Can you see the number? Now at the bottom part, both panels are 63 Celsius degrees. That's actually a little hot. And for this one, the upper side is only 28 Celsius degrees. So the temperature difference between the top part and the bottom part is 35 to 36 Celsius degrees. That makes a very big difference. And for this side, the bottom part is 64 Celsius degrees, and the top part is 49, 48. The temperature difference is about 15 to 16 Celsius degrees. So you can see the aluminum, they transfer heat so effectively, right? It transfers heat upward, so the whole thing gets very hot. If in summer, when outside is really hot, you have this kind of window, then certainly the heat can be transferred into your indoor space, and your air conditioner has to work harder to balance the heat again, right? And with this kind of thermal break window, then it helps you block the most part of the heat outside. Only a small portion of them can go to your indoor space, and this way you can stay cool inside. That's the thermal conductivity tester. And take a look at the cold tester, okay? Because today is very hot, and our showroom, I think, is about 27, 28 Celsius degrees. So maybe you can see that for the thermal break sample, the bottom part is already covered by some frost, right? The white thing is frost because it's really cold. You can see the temperature is minus 10 Celsius degrees, okay? So that it's very cold, and the water vapor in the air will turn to frost and cover the surface. And starting from the insulation strip, there is nothing at all, right? There's no frost, and if you touch it, you can feel that the temperature of the top part is 22 Celsius degrees, okay? 22. And for this one, the bottom part is minus 10, and the top part is also about minus 10. And because the temperature is very high today, so it's difficult for the water to get into frost. And but you can see some water here, right? That's because the temperature is high today, so it gets frost, and the frost melts, and it becomes water up here. Anyway, it's very cold. It's still much colder, okay? And that means in winter, if you have this kind of window, certainly it helps you block the coldness outside. And if you have this kind of window, then most part of the coldness can go to your indoor space, and you can feel cold, right? That's the difference between a thermal break window and a non-thermal break window. And we've got a lot of nice thermal break aluminum windows and doors. I want to show some of them to you, okay? Here we've got some Energy Star certified windows and doors. Take a look here. These are our Energy Star certified windows and doors. We've got a lot of different products. You know that certifications are very important, right? Talking about that, we've got a lot of real important certifications in this industry, including NFRC, CSA, AAMA, Intertech, CES 2047, Energy Star, and so on. And that means the quality of our products has been certified by the European market, the North American market, and the Australian market at the same time, okay? So you don't need to worry about the quality of the products. And here, this product has got the certifications, including NFRC and the Energy Star. I will introduce them in detail later. But during this process, if you want to know more details about us, please find us in YouTube, okay? We are Wanjia Window and Door, and Wanjia spells as WANJIA. You can find us in YouTube and subscribe to our channel so that you can follow us, okay? Later we will update some new promotions, and we will update some new products, and then you can find them. And you will see them easily. Here, take a look. This is our contact. You can find us. You can contact us through the email or through WhatsApp or through website. Okay. In our website, you can see a lot of different windows and doors. You can also see the past projects that we did. In this way, maybe you can get some inspiration for your own project. And here, take a look at this is aluminum casement. It's a tilt and turn window. This is our 91 series. It can be a casement window. It can also be a tilt and turn window, okay? We provide you with different opening methods. For a casement window, it opens inward like this. And in this way, you can see you get a very big opening, right? So you can get a nice ventilation. You can get an unobstructed view. And besides, you can tilt inward like this. Okay, when it tilts inward, it takes up very little indoor space, right? So it's more space saving. You can see it's very easy for you to just stand next to the window, and you can put something next to it. That's convenient, right? But for a casement window, when it opens inward, it's swinging and out like this. So I have to say that you have to leave some space for the window to be able to open. It's not so space saving, but it provides you with wider opening area. So they've got their advantages, right? Everyone has their own advantages. And when it tilts inward, you don't need to worry about water. Even on a rainy day, you can keep the window open like this. so that you get fresh air and you keep the water outside. That's so convenient, right? It's a nice tilt and turn window. And as I just mentioned, it has got an Energy Star certification. You can take a look. This is the Energy Star tag. For this one, with the Energy Star certification, it has a U value of only 1.09. That's really low, okay? U value is the number used to measure how much heat can be transferred from one side of the window to the other side of the window. Then certainly, the smaller the number is, that means the better thermal insulation it has, okay? Usually, a window with a U value under 1.8 is a nice energy efficient window. And for this one, it's only about 1.09. That's so low, right? Why does this window have such a good energy efficiency? Please follow me. You can take a look at its sample. This is a sample of this series, okay? For this width is 91 millimeters, and we've got aluminum, and we've got some insulation strips here between them to divide the aluminum into two parts, so that the insulation strips, they're so wide, right? They're actually 54 millimeters, so that the heat transferring path is really long, and that means that only a very small portion of heat can be transferred to the other side, okay? And besides, we've got some sponge inside the air cavity, and the sponge is used to not only block the transferring of heat and cold too, but also it absorbs the noise. So with the sponge, this window has better thermal insulation and has better sound insulation. And besides, you can see this is one thin strip, right? Later I will show you in the real product. This is one thin strip, and that's another set of thin strip. And there is one more thin strip on the window sash. It's between the window frame and the window sash, okay? When the window closes, you can see it's now tightly closed, right? All the thin strips, they're EPDM thin strips with excellent weather resistance, and they are pressed against each other so that they bring really good sealing performance. And in this way, it has good sealing performance too. Together with all its structure, you can know that it certainly has excellent performance, right? With the 3 layers of glass, with the sealing performance, you can stay quietly inside your indoor space with this window. And besides, you can also save a lot of energy, especially for the buildings with a heating system or with the air conditioning system, okay? That's our 91 series, and that's why we've got the only 1.09 U value. And here, apart from the really good U value, we also provide you this window. As I mentioned, it has excellent sound insulation performance, right? I can play some music and you can take a look. Okay, now we could hear the music very clearly. Oh, sorry. That's the music. You can hear it very loud, very clearly, right? And when I close the window, okay, do you feel it? Can you still hear the music? A little bit, but the music volume was reduced to a very large extent, right? And this way, certainly you can have some really nice, some really quiet and comfortable indoor space with this product, okay? Compare the difference when the window is open and when the window is closed. Actually, this window is very similar with the previous one. It can reduce the noise volume at about 37 to 40 dB, okay? 37 to 40, that's really a lot. And certainly you can have a quiet and a comfortable indoor space with this window. You know that if you are looking for some product for your bedroom, you can consider this series, right? And besides, it's a highly customizable product. I think that's really important because nearly every different project have different sizes, right? You need to choose the right size, and apart, you need to choose the right hardware accessories. Some of our customers like to choose the suitable one for their own projects. And besides, you need to choose the right type of color, right? We've got a lot of different colors for your options too. And besides, apart from that, I think the style is very important too. Like this one, we use openable sash to be combined with another fixed window. That's a kind of combination that's very widely used for our customers. Okay, especially if you want a big window for your bedroom, you want to get a lot of natural light in the daytime, but you don't want to. You want the window to have really good sound insulation. Then this is a really nice project. You know that sliding windows can also bring you wide opening area, right? Big glass panels, but sliding windows usually they don't bring the same kind of high sound insulation performance compared with a casement window. Okay, so I think this is really important for your indoor space for this kind of casement window. And that's this one. And apart from that, it opens inward. It's a tilt and turn window, right? Apart from tilt and turn, it can be outward opening casement window too. Take a look at it. This one here, this is the same series with that one, and they've got excellent steering performance. Okay, both of them. But for outward opening casement windows, they usually bring better wind pressure resistance because you can take a look. Okay, it opens outward when it's windy, when there is very massive winds like hurricanes, typhoons, things like that. The wind comes inward. I mean, the wind is pushing the window from outside, right? So for an outward opening casement window, all four sides of the window sashes, the right type, the right, the left, and the top and the bottom, all the frames, they are here to support the window sash. Can you see all the frames? They are here to support the window sash. In this way, it brings really high wind pressure resistance, and in this way, certainly you can stay quiet. No, I mean, it is very safe during the harsh day, right? And I think if you live in some coastal area like us, actually we are in a coastal area. We are in Foshan. This is sea. Okay, we can go to the beach very easily, but not very far. And every year in summer, we have to deal with several typhoons. Some of them are really strong. It's just, I think 1 week ago, we just experienced one typhoon. And if you come to our city, you will see that nearly all buildings use outward aluminum casement window. Okay, because they've got a higher wind pressure resistance. We need them to protect us during a harsh day like that. So I also recommend this for you. Okay, this is a really nice choice. And apart from that, for a casement window, as I mentioned, for most casement windows, they've got excellent ceiling performance, right? Please take a look at this window, and I will bring a piece of paper. Okay, take a look. I can put this piece of paper into the window, and when I close the window, okay, and let's try to get this. It gets break so fast. I didn't expect it to break so fast. Okay. Anyway, when you try to grab it out, it just stuck there, right? I couldn't get it out. That means it seals really well. The paper can be stuck inside, and then certainly nice sealing performance is really important for especially for your bedroom. Okay. Maybe you can use the sliding window. For most sliding windows, they have to glide on the track, right? So we cannot really seal the bottom type. We cannot really seal the track, or the window will not be able to move. So that's really important to have good sealing performance for a casement window, okay? And that's a nice one. And take a look here. We also use the multi-point lock for this window. This is one lock point. And upward there is another one, right? With two lock points, then compared with single lock. Actually, for single lock only the center part is connected, right? So first, it's not as safe as a multi-point lock. It's then certainly it's safer, it's stronger, right? And also usually for a single lock, it may not bring the same kind of high sealing performance, but for this kind of two lock points, the top, the bottom, they are both connected together. So it has a better structure and it brings better sealing performance, okay? And for a casement window, since the window sash just swing like this, there is a possibility that if the hinge gets break, actually that thing rarely happens, okay? Because we use really high quality hinges and hardware. You can take a look at this one. You can take a look at the hinge. It's been installed here for years and it's still very clean, and you can see that there's no rust at all, right? It still looks like new and very strong, but no one can say that accident will never happen, right? If something happens and the window the hinges gets break, the window sash fell to the floor, that's really dangerous. And to prevent that kind of accident, we've got this anti-falling chain. Take a look at the anti-falling chain, and here, when this is a metal chain, one side of this chain is connected to the window sash, and the other side of this chain is connected to the window frame, right? And this way, actually, even if the hinges of this window gets break, the window sash will still be connected to the window frame, and it doesn't fall to the floor altogether. And this way it's very safe, okay? Actually, for most of our casement windows and doors, you can add the anti-falling chain as an extra safety precaution, okay? That's the good thing about this anti-falling chain. And that's the outward opening casement window, and just similar with the tilt and turn window. You can see it's combined with a very big fixed window, right? So you can get a really large window for your balcony, for your bathroom. Oh no, I mean for your bathroom, that's a good choice, okay? And all the products are made from aluminum, so that actually we've got a lot of different color options for our aluminum too. You can choose different color. This is black, right? In our showroom, most aluminum windows and doors are black because black is quite popular. But actually, if you don't like black, you can also choose many other different colors. Here later I will show you some more different color options, okay? And here this is an aluminum casement door. This is the same series of casement door with the window, okay? They are the same series, so they've got the same kind of structure. Take a look at this one. Okay, this is the handle. When I lift the handle upward, so the door is locked here. Okay, take a look. When I put the handle downward, then the door will be opened, and you just need to lift it up. So the bottom latch and the top latch will be locked, and now you cannot move it at all. It's very stable here, right? That's quite convenient. You just need a handle. You don't need an extra lock. You don't need a key, right? And you know that it's such a trouble to bring keys with you. You can, at least I will leave the key somewhere else and I can't find them. Okay, I often lose my keys, and not only my keys and some other small objects from time to time. But with these types of products, you don't need to worry about that, right? It's so convenient to. Now both sides are locked, and when you put them downward, okay, it's opened. That's the nice series of our aluminum casement window. And for this one, take a look at the ceiling strips. We've got some heavy-duty hinges and very wide ceiling strips for this series. So with this kind of ceiling strips, this casement door is similar with our casement window, right? When it closes, This side will be pressed against this out frame, and the bottom part will be pressed against this threshold. You can see the threshold, right? It works to block water from going into your indoor space. For a door to, let's say, to divide your indoor and outdoor space, threshold is really important. But for a door that's installed inside your indoor space, then you don't need a threshold, okay? That's up to you. You can choose it accordingly. And let me open it. You can see it has very wide opening area. Okay, when the door opens, you can open up it totally, right? So it reveals a large opening for you, and that's a really nice door for your indoor space, like your sitting. Yes, sitting room is okay, and for your patio, and maybe for your office room, that's all good. That's this thermal break, energy efficient aluminum casement window and the door. Okay, that this series has got an Energy Star certification and an NFRC certification. It's our 91 series. And apart from casement windows and doors, we also have Energy Star certified sliding door and folding door. Take a look. This is one of our aluminum sliding door. Okay, first, it's a sliding door with a lift and slide system. That's a really useful system because let me rotate the handle upward. You can see the handle is very flexible, right? So I want to lock that door panel. In this way, you can take a look. First, the door glides so smooth, right? I just push effortlessly, and the door panel will. The door panel will glide automatically on the track, right? In this way, it's very easy to operate, okay? We use high quality pulley set and the high quality tracks. We use stainless steel tracks for our sliding doors. And besides, we've got the lifting system. Take a look when I rotate the handle upward, actually the door panel is locked on track. Now I cannot operate this door. I cannot move this door panel at all, right? That's our lifting system, okay? And you can call it a child safety system because it can be used to prevent the children's misuse. Take a look. Imagine that it's raining outside. We are inside, and that's outside is raining, okay? We've got a very narrow seam here, right? We've got a very small entrance, and then when I rotate the handle upward, we could get fresh air from the other side. Only us and rain, you can get fresh air, right? But the entrance is very small, so your keys and your pets, they cannot go outside without your permission. I think that's really important, right? That provides you with very flexible ventilation, and that's the lift and slide door. And compared with other sliding doors, lift and slide doors have many advantages. For example, take a look at the bottom side. When I rotate the handle, actually, can you see when I rotate the handle, the door panel just sits down on the track, right? Then this side you can see is pressed really tightly against the bottom track. The pulleys that are no longer on the track, that means right now they are not bear the weight of this door panel, okay? The pulleys that they can have some rest, and in this way they've got a longer lifespan. And besides, for the door panel, it compressed against the track, so compared with ordinary sliding doors, a lift and slide door usually brings much better seating performance, okay? And I think seating performance is very important, right? And they can ensure the safe use, especially if you have to bear with a lot of rain, things like that. The seating performance is really important. And besides, for our lift and slide door, we usually match them with multi-point locks. Take a look. This is one lock point. This is one, and we've got two. and we've got a 3 at the bottom type. Okay, that's our standard configuration with a lift and slide system. You can get a multi-point lock for higher safety performance and also for higher sealing performance. Okay, that's a good thing. But certainly, if you don't like a multi-point lock, it's okay. We can provide you with some ordinary lock. We provide you flush lock and so on. That's this one. And as I just mentioned, take a look at this is a sliding door with an Energy Star certification too. So you can see the U value of this door is only 1.22, right? I just mentioned that U value is a number used to measure heat can be transferred from just the smaller the number is, that means less heat can be transferred from this side to the other side, and then it certainly brings better thermal insulation performance, right? Usually a door or a window with a U value under 1.8 is an energy efficient product, and this one is only 1.22. That's much lower. That means it helps us save a lot of energy, right? That's the aluminum sliding door, okay? And why it has such a good energy efficiency? Please follow me. I want to show you the structure of the series. Then you can understand the reason. Here, this is a sample of the same series, okay? First, it's an aluminum window, right? The raw material is also made from aluminum, 6063 aluminum. It's a kind of very strong and durable raw material. And besides, take a look at the thickness of this aluminum profile is 2.2 millimeters, 2.2. Okay, actually, in many countries, the standard thickness for aluminum profile should be 1.8 millimeters, 1.8, okay? And for this one, that's 2.2 millimeters. That's very thick. That's much thicker, right? And that means this is a really strong aluminum sliding door. And besides, we've got the insulation strips. Take a look. These are the PA66 nylon insulation strips. They're very wide. They're actually 33 millimeters wide, so that the heat transferring path is long, right? And apart from that, we also have some sponge. You can see this in this part. In these air cavities, we added the sponge to block the transferring of heat and cold and also absorb the noise. That's why for the frame, at least, it has an extra, it has a well-engineered structure, right? And besides, for this series, our standard configuration is triple glazing, okay? Also 3 layers of tempered insulated glass. Then compared with double glazing, certainly this series brings much better energy efficiency and sun insulation, right? And that's a really nice sliding door. And for this sliding door, it has a lifting system. And as I just mentioned, hardware accessories for our products are highly customizable, right? You can choose the lifting system, but you can also choose some ordinary hardware accessories. Let me show you. Take a look. This is another sliding door. It's the same series, but without the lifting system. Okay, we've got a special lock. For this one, this is an ordinary lock, right? It operates, but when it doesn't approach the lock, we cannot operate it. But when I push it towards the lock, you can see that now you can push it upward to lock the door. Now it's locked. You cannot operate it. When you push it downward, then the door can be opened. Okay, that's you can see it doesn't have a multi-point lock, right? So you can choose the hardware accessories according to your own actual situation. And for sliding door, for all of our sliding door, you can also choose high check or low check. For this door, we've got a high check. That means this check is very high above the floor. You can see it, right? In this way, we've got it's very useful in blocking water. If it's raining, water cannot go to your indoor space. And we also have the drainage hose on our sliding doors. These drainage holes are used to extract water outside. And this way, even if it's raining very hard and the water pool here, don't worry, they can go outside, okay? They will not go to our indoor space. And also, for all of our sliding door and also sliding window, we've got the anti-collision block. Take a look at the anti-collision block. Here, when I push the door, did you see? Even if I push hard, the handle will not bump into the frame, or it will make very loud noise, right? That's not so good. But with the anti-collision block, it stops the door, and in this way, you don't need to worry the bump. Okay, the very hard bumping. You can take a look. This is the anti-collision block. It's soft and it's very useful in reduce the noise. And when I close the door, that's the thing to work as a buffer. Okay, so it's a safety precaution, not only for this series, for all of our sliding doors and sliding windows. We've got that structure, and that's this aluminum sliding door. Apart from this, apart from the Energy Star certified sliding door, we also have an Energy Star certified folding door. This is a series. Let me open it for you. It's a folding door with 4 door panels. Very smooth, right? And when the doors are totally opened, you get a very wide opening. That's a really nice folding door. And when I close it, I think the good thing to choose a folding door is that they can provide you with really flexible opening area, right? Like you can keep these 2 door panels locked and leaving these 2 accessible. In this way, you actually get a French door, right? And if you lock this door panel again, now all 3 door panels are locked and you can leave only 1 door panel accessible. In this way, you get a smart casement door, right? That's the good thing of folding doors. They're really flexible and actually they are very popular among our customers. I think not only because they are flexible, also because wide opening areas, right? You can see this door has 4 door panels. It's wide, and if you've got a bigger one, a bigger opening, you can get a folding door with 6 door panels or even 7 or 8. That's all available. Okay, the number of the folding sets and the number of the door panels, that's all up to you, and you can use them for really big opening. And compared with sliding door, you know that sliding doors can be used for big opening too, right? But for sliding door, you know that all the door panels have to stay on the track all the time, right? So at least the area of 1 door panel cannot be opened. For sliding door, usually you can open up only half of the opening area. But for folding door, take a look. All the door panels are folded back. Okay, can you see when all the door panels are folded back, they only take up very little space, right? I can keep the door open like this, and they only take up a very small inch area on the track. Okay, so you get a very wide opening. That's the good thing of folding door over the sliding door. Okay, you get a wider opening area, you get a bigger entrance. That's the good thing of folding doors. And for this folding door, first, just similar with sliding door, we use the stainless steel checks. Take a look. These checks are made from stainless steel, so they are really strong and they're very smooth too, as you just saw, right? And take a look at the rollers. We also use the stainless steel rollers to match with the stainless steel roller checks, stainless steel checks. Okay, so you know that stainless steel is a kind of super strong material, right? They don't get deformed, they don't get break, they don't get anyway, they don't get break easily. So they've got very long lifespan. And we've done tests for the check and for the rollers. They can be opened or closed for over 50,000 times and still maintain the proper operation. Okay, over 50,000 times and still maintain the proper operation. That means it's a really strong product, right? So if you like some really nice folding door, you can consider this series. Okay, and here, apart from that, our folding door usually have really good sealing performance too, just similar with close to the sealing performance of our casement window. Take a look here. on this side, we've got the thin strip. Okay, that's one set of the thin strip. Here, that's one set of the thin strip that will be pressed against each other when the door is closed, and that's another set of thin strip. And besides, even at the hinge spot, did you see? Even at the hinge spot, we've got some thin strips here. And this way, even at the hinge, the ceiling will not be distracted. And when the door closes, it brings really good ceiling performance. I will try. I will show you. Okay, that's the ceiling strip. Sorry, I mean that's the ceiling performance. I will put a piece of paper into it. Okay, and when the paper is stuck between two door panels, and let me lock the door. Okay, at least this lock is on, and can you see how good the ceiling strips are? How good the ceiling performance it has. No matter how hard I tried it just to get a break, right? The paper cannot come out. And you can see that this folding door has very similar ceiling performance compared with our casement windows. So that good ceiling, you know that it brings good sound insulation performance and a good water tightness, right? It can block water outside on a very harsh rainy day. And that's the same for the bottom part. At the bottom part, we also have the carefully engineered ceiling. Here, that's the ceiling strip. On the other side, when the door closes, you can see the ceiling strip is pressed tightly there, right? It gets deformed. And besides, here on this door panel, when the door closes, take a look. That's another set of ceiling strip, okay? And there is one more on the other side. So when I close the door, actually every ceiling strip, this will be sealed, and the bottom part is sealed, and here is sealed too. So our folding door has excellent ceiling performance, and you can have great ceiling. You can block the rain and water, and also smoke quite efficiently. And besides, these ceiling strips not only work as the ceiling performance, okay, they also work as the anti-pinch design. Take a look if I put my finger between the two door panels, because you know that this such thing happens for folding doors, right? It may happen when you close the door and you put your finger between them and you didn't notice. You just close the door like this, and now I'm closing the door, but it's okay. I don't get hurt. Don't worry about me, okay? And you can see I don't get hurt at all. It's safe and sound. So even if you put your finger between the door panels and you close the door, it's quite safe. Okay, that's not only for this folding door. For most of our folding doors, we've got this anti-pinch design, so it's very safe to use the folding doors. Okay, if you want to have some folding doors, just tell us. And here we also have a lot of multi-point locks for this door. Take a look. For this folding door, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's such a strong door, right? With 5 lock points. And also, it's a thermal break design too. Take a look here. That's this. The PA66 nano insulation strips, right? So the indoor part and the outdoor part of the aluminum, they don't get in touch with each other. That's why this folding door has excellent thermal insulation performance. It can help you stay cool in winter, stay cool in summer, and stay warm in winter too. Just like the other sliding door and the casement window and so on, right? So you don't need to worry about the performance of this product. And for hardware accessories, this door uses the CMAC hardware. Actually, our hardware accessories are highly customizable. If you don't like these types, you can choose some other hardware accessories. We also have a hidden hinge, aluminum folding door, and we've got a hidden handle and so on. Okay, later I will show you more product. And here, this is the Wanjia window and door. If you want to see more details of our product, please just contact us. You can find us in Wanjia dw.com. That's our website. We've got a lot of different products in our website, and that's our mobile number, WhatsApp number. Okay, you can call us directly, or that's our email address. We can email you our e-catalog so you can check the details by yourself. And besides, you can also find us directly in YouTube. Search for Wanjia window and door. Wanjia spells with as WANJIA. Then you can find us. Okay, and click the subscribe button, and this way you can find us very easily next time. And that's Wanjia window and door. These are the windows and doors with the Energy Star and NFRC certification. Take a look. If you want to get some really certified product, you can consider them. Okay. And apart from that, we've got more different window and door types. Take a look. Here we've got a more different. I just show you some of our aluminum folding doors, right? Apart from that Energy Star certified folding door, we've got more different folding door series. Like this one, this is a really special folding door. I will open the door and later I will close it, right? You can see that at least you can see it's really big, right? And this folding door, take a look, they are very smooth to work. When I push, they can glide smoothly. So first, I'm going to close the folding door so you can see it's a big door with 8 door panels. There are 2 door panels on this folding set, right? Altogether, it has 4 folding sets. Okay, that's the second, and let's see the third one. Now, all 3 folding sets has been locked. Here, there is one more. Okay, that's this special folding door. For this folding door, we've got 8 door panels. It's such a big product. And I think the most special thing about this folding door is the corner design. Okay, if you've got a corner for your opening and you want to fill the corner for sliding door, for casement door, maybe you need to install a post at the corner spot to connect the 2 sides together, right? But for this series, for our folding doors, no, you don't need any post. You can just use the door themselves to connect them to fill the corner. And it can bring you good sitting performance too. That's so cool, right? And besides because it's a folding door, as I mentioned, compared with sliding doors, folding doors can be totally open up, right? I can show you when the door opens. That's the handle. Clearly, it's a kind of different handle, different lock compared with the previous folding door, right? I just push it downward. And now this folding set is opened. And the other certainly because this folding door has so many folding sets. So compared with some other products, I have to admit that it takes some time to open them totally. Okay, but I think when it's opened, it's worth it. Take a look. You get such a wide opening area, right? With this series. So if you've got an opening with a corner design like this, I think this folding door is a nice choice for you. And you can see the entrance is so big, right? It's like there is no door at all. And certainly it can be used for some office building, for the lobby of some office building, for some commercial area, and also for some beautiful villas and so on. That's all available. Okay. And this folding door is also a thermal break product, so it brings a high energy efficiency too. And this door uses a high check. Okay, actually, as I just mentioned, folding doors are similar with folding doors are very similar with sliding doors. You can choose high check or low check according to your will. Okay, if you choose a high check, just like this check is very high. It blocks water from flowing into your indoor space, right? Here it's high, and we've got some drainage hose on the check. And in this way, water will not pool on the site. And besides, we've got a low check, barrier-free low check for your option. Okay, if you want to have an easy access, especially for strollers, for wheelchairs, we've got a barrier-free low check for your option. Take a look. I will show you a folding door with the barrier check is much lower compared with the previous folding door, right? That's the barrier-free low check, and this kind of check is easier to pass. You can see I can step on it, right? And in this way, you can choose which type according to your own actual situation, okay? And this is another folding door with great appearance. That's what I mean. We've got a folding door with really excellent, really elegant and minimalist style. Okay, take a look at this one. You don't see any hinge on this door when it is closed, right? Take a look at the door frame. You don't see any hinge at all, and you don't see the handle even. Only one handle is here. The other handles are embedded inside the frame, right? So you only see a very narrow and clean frame. This folding door brings you excellent appearance. And when I open it, take a look. It's also very easy to operate too. Just push the door back, and in this way, it goes really smooth too. And when the door opens, because the frame is very narrow, you can see they take up very little space when the door opens, right? It's less than 30 centimeters, I think, so that it provides us such a big opening. Imagine if you use a sliding door here, at least half of the opening area will be blocked by a door panel, right? Only with this kind of folding door, you can realize such a wide entrance. And for some audience like casement doors, but for casement doors, usually they cannot be made into such a wide open area, right? Such a wide door panel will be such a burden for the hinges. And besides, for casement door, you have to leave a lot of space for the door to be able to open and close. That's not a very space saving either, right? Only for a folding door, you can realize such a wide entrance, and at the same time, they don't take up much space. That's a really nice choice, okay? And for this folding door, it looks so elegant, right? And besides, we've got a flat screen for this folding door. Take a look. This is a really convenient flat screen. First, the handle can stay anywhere. Okay, so whether you are very tall or not very tall like I am, you can use this handle very convenient. And besides, you just push them back. And for this flat screen, it's just like the folding door. It's a plated flat screen. The flat screen, they will be folded back too, right? And the good thing about it is that it doesn't take up much space. Although this is a very wide door, actually the size of this door is 3.2 meters wide by 2.8 meters tall. This is such a big door, right? But when I fold the flat screen back, it takes very narrow frame, okay? That takes less than 20 centimeters, although this is a door with 3.2 meters wide, they take up very little space, right? And you get a great view, and you can block insects out very effectively. And here I want to share some details of this door, because actually now many of our customers like this series, okay? I think it's really worth observation. Take a look at here. We've got this kind of special X-shaped hinge, and that's why we've got the anti. That's why we got the hidden hinge design. Okay, they are installed inside the door, and clearly you can see this is the thermal break door too, right? That's the PA66 nylon alongside the whole structure. So the two sides of the door, the aluminum parts that don't get in touch with each other, they bring really good sealing performance. I mean, they bring excellent energy efficiency. And besides the hidden hinge, the hinges are so strong. Take a look at the hinge, okay? They're really thick, they're really strong, so that the door will be very durable. And besides, take a look at the thin strips, they're very wide and very soft, right? So this door also has the anti-pinch design. apart from the great sealing performance, if you lock the door like this, okay, you don't get hurt, okay, because these thin strips, they are very soft. They can protect your finger, they can protect your hands, that you will not get hurt because of them, okay. That's the safe folding door. And for this one, I think the greatest advantage is the narrow frame. Compared with other folding doors, the frame is much narrower. And even when the door closes, you can see they only take up very little space, okay? And this way you get a great appearance for this door. And high check or low check, that's up to you. You can choose it according to your own actual situation, okay? And also, the handle is so easy to operate, right? It's really convenient to close the door. And it's also very convenient to open the door too. That's our special handle. And hardware accessories, take a look at this. If you like this kind of hardware, tell us, okay, we can customize for you too. That's another folding door. Apart from this, we've got so many different folding doors. Since folding doors are a very popular type of product for our customers, so certainly we've got a lot of them in our showroom for your option. And this is another folding door for your option, okay. This one, personally, I like this a lot because it has, oh sorry, because for this folding door, it has great sealing performance because of its special design. But first, I will open it for you too, okay? Just like the other folding doors, it's really smooth to operate the folding door. You can see I just push effortlessly, right? And the door will glide. That means you can open and close the door quite easily. And besides, when the door closes, it brings excellent sealing performance, okay. And now it closed, it's really easy to open and close the folding door too. If you've got a big folding door with many door panels, then it will be it will take some time, right? But for a small folding door like this, it doesn't take much time. The sizes are customizable, as I just mentioned, okay. For whichever one you like, you can use them to match with your own size. And for this folding door, you have to open this part, and then the door will be opened. Here, the special thing about it is that we've got excellent sealing performance. You can see the sealing strips here. That's one set of sealing strip, and that's another set of sealing strip. And maybe you have noticed that they have a special design. They have the special shape for all the sealing strips, which means they can bite each other when the door closes, okay. They can bite each other for this one and this one and this one. And besides, even at the hinge, we've got the sealing strips too. So when we close this folding door, it brings excellent sealing performance, and that means you get great water tightness, right? And besides, the great sealing means this door has excellent sound insulation performance. And I will share some music too, you can compare. Actually, for the other folding doors, they do have good sound insulation too. But because I cannot test them because there's no sealed space behind those doors, okay? For this folding door, there is a sealed space behind this door. Although this is not very strong wood, this is just used to divide the space. But I think I can try it here. Take a look. That's the music. And I will put it behind the door. Now the music volume is quite loud, it's quite clear, right? And I'm going to close the door. Okay, can you hear it? I will just walk beside the door. To be honest, I can still hear a little of that music, but it's much better compared when the door is open. Compare it. Okay, did you see? That makes great difference, right? Actually, it's so loud, I have to turn it off to go on with the live. Anyway, this folding door can reduce the noise at about 30 to 35 dB, okay, 30 to 35. So it can help you stay very quiet inside your door. And by the way, for most of our folding doors, we use double glazing. 2 layers of tempered insulated glass. That means there is the air cavity between the glass, right? And that means you can add some decorations inside the glass for the double glazing. Like this door, okay? We've got the built-in grills inside the glass. Let me close it. That's a folding door with the built-in grills inside. It has a very charming appearance, right? And actually, for not only our folding door, for other products like our casement window, for sliding door, and so on, you can add built-in grills to them to create this kind of design if you like them. Okay, I will open it for you so you can see that this is a folding door with eye-catching appearance. Okay, with the grills, so it looks quite vintage, right? And these grills are installed inside the glass, so I cannot touch them, you can see, okay? And they are sealed inside the glass, so they will never get dirty. They will always be clean and shining. That's very good, right? And also, we forget exterior grills. You can install the grills on the outside of the glass, and this way, they will be exposed to the outside environment. They can get dirty. You have to clean them from time to time, but they look more realistic. Okay, you can touch them, you can feel them, and which type to use, that's up to you. Okay. Anyway, that's some of our aluminum folding doors. I just introduced a lot of different aluminum folding door for you, and actually all the products are customizable. You can choose different profile color, different hardware accessories, different glass type, and so on. Like I just mentioned, for most of our folding door, we use double glazing as the standard configuration, okay? But if you don't like double glazing, you can also choose triple glazing. 3 layers of tempered insulated glass. They provide you with better thermal insulation and better sun insulation, okay? And apart from folding doors, we've got a lot of different aluminum casement windows and casement doors. Here, you can see some different casement door here. This is a casement door with a smart lock. Let's go to the other side. As I just mentioned, all the hardware accessories can be customized, right? For this door, it has the smart lock. That means I just need to put my finger here, and then it's that's a fingerprint sense lock. Okay, I mean the fingerprint. A fingerprint lock, so you don't need to bring a key with you. That's really convenient, right? For the other locks which you need to bring the key, it may not be very such thing happens to us, right? Sometimes we forget to bring the key. Sometimes we just lose our keys, and that's such a trouble. But for this type, no, you don't need to worry about them at all. And besides, this is our K80 series, a thermal break aluminum folding door. So certainly, first, it has excellent thermal insulation. Okay, because of you can take a look at the structure. Here, we've got the insulation strips, the very wide 35.3 millimeter thin strip, insulation strips with melting cavities, so that it has that's the insulation strip. You can see the structure, okay, the 35.3 millimeters, and with cavities inside, so they bring excellent sealing performance. And besides, the door the thickness of this aluminum profile is 2 millimeters, compared with many standard configuration, that's 1.8, right? This one used 2 millimeter thickness aluminum profile, so this is a very strong and durable casement door. And besides, take a look at the hinges. You know that casement doors, they're heavy. They're made from glass and aluminum, right? Very heavy. By the way, we use triple glazing for this series. You can see 3 layers of tempered insulated glass. Okay, so the glass has excellent some sun insulation and thermal insulation too. This is a really high-end casement door. And to match with the door, we use heavy-duty hinge. Take a look at these hinges. These hinges are super strong and super thick, so they are very durable. And besides, the door is very easy to open and close. Okay, you just swing in and swing out, and the hinges are very strong. The hinges are also very smooth. They don't make any noise. That's a really nice casement door, right? You can use the door for somewhere with high sound insulation performance, and also you can use the door in some high where you want very high safety performance. Okay, that's the smart lock. Certainly the smart lock can not only be used for this series, it can be used for many other casement doors. Okay, as long as you like it, just tell us and we can customize for you. And apart from that, this is another aluminum casement door. It has an ordinary lock, and for this door you can see we've got some grease inside the glass too, right? It uses double glazing. Okay, double glazing is probably the most widely used glass type for our product. And for this casement door, clearly you can see that it doesn't have a threshold, right? And for this door, it has the threshold. Actually, which type to choose, that's up to you. For the threshold, then when the door closes, the threshold also brings some sealing performance for this door, right? Because the bottom side will be pressed against the threshold. Certainly, this door has better sealing performance. And for this one, it has no sealing strip. So at the bottom part, there will be a seam between the door and the floor, right? That means it cannot bring the same kind of sealing performance with the previous one, but it provides you with a continuous flooring, right? There's nothing to object the floor, so it's easier to open. It's easier for access, especially for interior space. For indoor space, this will be this will be a really nice choice, right? And that's this casement door. You can add the grease for your doors too if you like, and we also have different grease for your option. As I just mentioned, you can add built-in grease, you can use exterior grease, and also you can choose diamond grease like this one. That's diamond grease. You can also choose square grease. Okay, we will try our best to match with your special design. And that's the casement door. And this is another casement door. We call it an unequal double door. That means you can see that it has two door panels, right? This is the small door panel, and it can be fixed on it can be fixed here, and this way it cannot be moved anymore. You can see, so you have a very easy operation, only accessible with one door panel, right? And you can lock it with the key. Okay, when you can take a look at the handle. This is a very magnificent big handle to match with some area like the opening, the entrance of somewhere, right? Like the entrance of your office room, and maybe the entrance to the some restaurant, to some hotels and so on. That's a nice choice. The big handle allows you a very easy operation. And you can have a small entrance when there isn't much, when you don't need a big entrance, then you just have a very convenient opening, right? And on the other occasions, when you want to have a very wide operation, when you want a wide opening, you just put the latches. We've got the upper latch and the bottom latch with this series. Okay, that's the upper latch and this is the bottom latch. It's very easy to open. In this way, you get a wide opening, right? So you can maybe carry some big furniture in and out, and that's more convenient. Okay, that's also a very flexible door. If you have somewhere to if you have somewhere that needs a flexible door, you can consider this series. Okay, and apart from this, we've got the special window. See that it's very wide, right? Compared with the other doors, it's much wider, and it's a tilt and turn window. It's a really special tilt and turn window. When it opens, it's so wide, right? You can get a super good, super big opening area, and it feels like the whole wall is opened. You can get great view if you live in some area with beautiful scenery. This is a nice choice. And when it's raining, you can just tilt the window inward like this. This is a tilt window, right? Under this situation, it doesn't take up much space. You know that when it opens inward, it takes much you have to leave somewhere here to let the window to stay open, right? But when it's tilt inward, you don't need to worry about it at all. But you can get a fresh air from the outside, and you don't need to worry about the rain. So I think a tilt and turn window is a really useful product for both family use and for office rooms, for commercial area. That's all really good. Okay, if you want to have some highlight and some very convenient product, you can consider this series. Okay, and let me close it back. Certainly, the sizes of a tilt and turn window is customizable. If you've got a big opening, you can consider this series. If you don't have such a wide opening, you can have a small series. Okay, we use excellent hardware accessories for our product. In this way, even though this window sash is very big, they are still very strong and durable. So you don't need to worry about the lifespan of our tilt and turn window. Okay, that's the tilt and turn. I hope you like it, and clearly you can combine it with some fixed window, right? You can also make you can make the glass window big, the openable sash big, and some small fixed window like this one. You can also have a small openable window, so it when it opens, it takes up a little space, right? And combine it with a big fixed window, and this way you get a great view, you get a great tons of natural light, and you get ventilation at the same time. Okay. By the way, let's take a look at this door again. I want to mention to you that the appearance of your doors, not only for this one but also for the other products, they are highly customizable. You can combine the glass together with the aluminum plate, just like this door. Okay, we've got the aluminum plate at the bottom part, and we've got some glass at the top part. That's customizable. You can have bigger aluminum with small glass, or you can have big glass with small aluminum, just like this. That's up to you. If you just want a little bit of glass, that's okay. Have big glass, okay. Have big aluminum plates, and you can also have some special decoration on the aluminum frame. We can do that for you, okay. That's the appearance. And that's this tilt and turn window. And here we've got a special aluminum casement door. We call it a heavy duty aluminum casement door because for most casement doors, you can see they're not very wide, right? A single door panel isn't very wide. But for this series, a single door panel can be made into wider size compared with the other casement doors. That's because we use super strong heavy duty hinges for this series. Take a look. This heavy duty hinges ensures a wider, much bigger load bearing capacity compared with the other products. Okay, that's why you can realize such wide opening area. Take a look. Because there is the wall, so I cannot open the door to 100%. I can only open half of a small angle of this. That's the wall behind it. Okay, but you can see that if this is the real door for your entry, it provides you with very easy operation. And if you've got two door panels, then you can get a super big entrance, which can compare with a sliding door, while it provides much bigger opening area compared with the sliding door, right? That's a really nice choice. And if you want some special casement door, you can consider this series. Okay, we also use double glazing for all these products. We use double glazing. Okay, this one, and this one too, and together with this one. All these doors use double glazing. Okay, as I just mentioned, double glazing is probably the most widely used glass type for our products. You can get excellent sealing performance. You can get great sun insulation performance, and you can also customize the other glass type. Okay, if you are interested in different glass, you can tell me in the commentation area. Okay, so maybe I can show you more details about them, and maybe I can introduce them to you. If you haven't decided what product to see, I will go with this. Okay, take a look. What a special window, and clearly it's electric window, right? I just click the button and it's going down, and that's the same for this one too. When I push, and if you put your finger on the button for like 5 seconds, then it will not stop moving. Okay, that's different skylights for your options. You know, skylights are very useful for villas and for basements, and also maybe for some store, for some big buildings, right? Because they can provide you with some extra lighting. You use the skylights on the rooftop. So unlike the other windows, like this kind of window, people can see through them, right? They cannot protect your privacy. But for skylights, they are usually installed at the top, so no one can see through the window. They are very good in privacy protecting, right? And what's more, for somewhere like your basement, usually it's difficult to have the window, right? You cannot get natural light from outside, you cannot get ventilation. Then it's really good to have a skylight. Okay, and we've got different skylight for your options. First, all of them are very, the skylight can skylight. You can take a look. They've got some included, so it will be more. Okay, if I put my finger here for, okay, that's about at least 5 seconds. I think now it will move continuously. Okay, and here for this skylight, we've got some coatings on the glass. They don't use clear glass because on the rooftop there will be the, the sunshine will bake them all the time, right? So we want our skylight to have really good energy efficiency to reflect the infrared rays and the violet rays back into the outside. That's why we use this coated glass. Okay, they're very useful in just reflecting the infrared rays and the violet rays back and provide you with visible lighting. And besides, you can choose different coatings. Okay, you can get some special color to realize the to get some special aesthetics and also to let some part of the lighting, the visible lighting, to go to your indoor space. Okay, and usually for our skylight, we've got double glazing, triple glazing for your options too. And the sizes are very big, right? You can choose different sizes, certainly according to your actual situation, and you can choose different opening method. Okay, this is the skylight that opens upward. Take a look. For this type, you can keep it open. They can stop. You can let it stop at any space. Okay, this is open. You can get a ventilation through this net. You can see we've got the net. You can call it the flat screen here. They are made of stainless steel. They're really strong. So don't worry. Birds, insects, they cannot go to your indoor space. Okay, you can have the screen mesh here. And for this kind of a skylight, because it opens upward, you can keep it open even on a rainy day, right? And let it open. I will keep it open all the time. And this one, this is a sliding skylight. It's slide open. So for the skylight that slides open, it provides you with wide opening area, right? With really big opening. And for this one, it opens like on a window. It just open upward. One side of it opens upward. So which type to choose? That's up to you. Okay, you can make the choice according to your own preference, and we can provide a lot of different. We can provide some different opening methods for you. For these two products, they can be used for really sunny area, right? You don't need to worry about the rain. And for this type, if you want a skylight, but you've got a lot of rain, you can consider this series. And besides, for all the skylights, we provide you with the rain sensor. That means if you have the rain sensor, when it's raining, the skylight will close back automatically without you at home. even no one is at home, you can keep the skylights open, right? And when it starts to rain, the rain sensor will detect it and they will close back automatically. That's really convenient, right? You don't need to worry about the weather with these products, okay? And all of them have good sealing performance. And then you don't need to worry about the sealing. You don't need to worry about the energy efficiency either. That's some of our skylights. If you like them, don't forget to customize from us, okay? By the way, we are Wanjia window and door. Take a look. You can find us in YouTube. Just search for Wanjia window and door. Wanjia spells as Wanjia, and then that's our homepage. You can also click the subscribe button, so you can follow our channel. Okay. Next time when we live or when we up as easily. And besides, you can also contact us by our email address, our WhatsApp number, and our website too. It's quite convenient to just get in touch with us, okay? Wanjia provide free quotations for you. And also, we are not a middle person. All the products are produced from our own factory. And our factory is in Foshan. If you come here, then you can certainly come to visit us directly, okay? Then come to our showroom and try the products by yourself. You can also come to our factory and go to see the production lines by yourself. Last year, actually, one customer from the United States told us that by purchasing from us, he saved about 70% of all his budget in windows and doors compared with purchasing from his local suppliers. 70%. That's really big difference, right? So I think our price will give you a surprise. And here, I want to show you a cheaper linkage sliding door. Just to show you a lot of different products, right? Take a look at this one. The folding door, casement door, and also sliding windows and doors. They're supposed to divide. They can be used to divide indoor and outdoor space. But for this door, it's a triple linkage sliding door. It's designed for interior space. Okay, it can only be used for indoor space. First, can take a look at the appearance. It's so elegant. It has really minimalist style, right? With great narrow frame. Okay, the frame is only 16 millimeters. That's less than 1 inch, although this door is big, right? But the frame is only 60 millimeters, less than 1 inch. So it looks quite elegant. And together with the small handle, take a look at the handle. The handle is also very small, right? So it doesn't, how to say that? It doesn't block your view. It looks really simple. And when it closes back, here you only see two very narrow frame, right? Then that's all the glass. You only see the really big glass and you can get a great view, right? And besides, for this sliding door, we use a barrier-free low check. You can take a look at the check. It's so low, right? Is so low and flat, you can barely feel that there is checks on the floor. So it's very easy for interior space. If you've got young kids at home, they can go around without being trapped by the door by this kind of check, okay? And besides, it's because it's very flat, it's also very easy to clean, right? And I think if you like some sliding door for indoor space, you can choose this series, okay? And besides, it has a soft close design. Take a look. When I push the door, I will try to push the door hard, okay? Even I push very hard, it just at first it goes very fast, right? But later when it approaches the end, by the way, it goes really smooth, as you can see, right? I just push and it goes very fast. It slides so smoothly. And take a look. At first, it goes very fast, but when it approaches the end of the frame, it slows down. That's we call it a soft close design. We've got a buffer to ensure the safe use because, as a matter of fact, this frame is very narrow, right? So the door doesn't bring really good wind pressure resistance. So that's why it's only designed for indoor space. And if it approaches, if it bumps into the frame very hard, then that's dangerous, right? It may cause some damage. So to ensure the safe use of this door, we provide you with a buffer. Then you don't need to worry about the safety. Okay, it's a really safe door to use for your indoor space. And with the big glass, certainly this one use clear glass. You can also choose frosted glass. You can choose the other glass type. Okay, like some tinted glass and so on. And for this one, we use double glazing. Glass type is highly customizable. Okay, if you want the other glass, just tell us. That's the triple linkage sliding door. And also the frame is made of aluminum, right? So you can choose some different colors for the aluminum frame too, okay? And that's this sliding door. If you like this one, contact us. And besides, we've got some special product. Take a look. I think in the North America, a lot of families like this kind of cranked window, right? We've got this kind of cranked window. Take a look at the crank handle. You can just rotate this one, spin it, and the window can open outward. The good thing is that you don't need to lean outside to open the window, right? For an ordinary casement window, you have to lean outside. By the way, there is a fly screen, and for the crank window, the fly screen doesn't interfere with the open and close of the window, right? So you don't need to open and close the screen mesh at all. They can always stay there to block the insects all the time. So there is no camera, right? And I need to crank back and push the handle downward. So it brings really good seating performance, okay? And that's a really nice one. And besides, if you want to clean the fly screen, that's okay. You can take off the fly screen. That's really convenient, right? And maybe you can take a look at the glass. We use triple glazing for this series. Okay, we have 3 layers of glass. You can see the aluminum spacer, right? There are 2 aluminum spacers. So there are 3 layers of glass. And certainly in this way, this window has excellent sealing performance and excellent sound insulation performance, okay? And it's also very convenient to operate it like this. And for an ordinary casement window, if there is no crank handle, so you have to lean outward to open the window. That's not so convenient, and that has some safety hazards to go outside, right? With this one, there is no such danger at all. And for crank windows, we also have different opening method. This is only one type of them. And let me put the screen mesh back. It's quite convenient. You just push it right on the position and push down this two switch, then it's closed, okay? And we've got a different type of crank window. This is another one. That's like an awning window, and this is like a casement window, right? So which type you like? Oh, sorry, that's the other window. If I keep on spinning, it may bump into the outside window. Okay, so I have to let it to come back. If you like this kind of crank window, just tell us, and you can customize your own design. Like this is the handle. So now it's totally locked and it brings excellent performance. That's some of our crank windows. Okay, friends from maybe the United States, if you like this product, we can customize the size for you, and also the color of the profile and the glass type. They can all be customized to match with your specific requirements. Okay, and that's some all the products I just introduced. They are pure aluminum windows and doors, and aluminum, you know that aluminum is really strong and it doesn't get rust, it doesn't get mildew, and it brings high wind pressure resistance, right? But aluminum has one disadvantage, that is a really good conductor for heat and cold. And when you want a better thermal insulation, even better than our thermal break products, then what should you choose? maybe you should consider this type of windows and doors. That's our aluminum clad wood products. Okay, for aluminum clad wood, actually take a look at this door. This side is wood, that's real wood. We use solid wood, okay, walnut and ash wood and so on. Usually we use walnut. If you want the other wood types, you can consider, you can contact us, okay. The other side of this door, take a look. This is aluminum. That's why we call it aluminum clad wood. One side, usually the outside is aluminum because aluminum has really good weather resistance, right? And the other side, in your indoor space, we use real wood and they are connected together. So in the interior space, you can have the wood design. They're very warm. They make the indoor space look quite warm and comfortable, right? And compared with aluminum, wood has such a good thermal insulation. That's really important. This kind of products brings much better thermal insulation compared with ordinary aluminum products. Okay, so if you want some really high-end aluminum windows and doors which are durable, if you choose pure wood, certainly they are exposed to the outside environment. They can get a break easily, right? They're not so durable, and also they're not easy to maintain. In the long term, they can get a mildew, so the appearance will get damaged, right? But for aluminum, no, you don't need to worry about those problems at all, and you can enjoy the old atmosphere inside your indoor space. That's really cool. And I can share some sample of our aluminum clad wood products. Take a look. This is a sample of it. And for this one, you can see we've got aluminum part, right? Usually this is for the outside environment. And here we also have the aluminum clad wood. Then it has excellent insulation, right? With a thermal break design and also with a piece of real wood on the other side. And in this way, usually we also use double glazing for our aluminum clad wood products. Okay, so they can provide you with aesthetics and the performance at the same time. And here we also have a lot of different wood color option. Take a look. Here we've got a different wood type. Most of our wood are oak, but you can choose a lot of different colors. That's white. That's the solid color. And we also have different designs of wood. Okay, which one you like? Just for you. Those are some of the color options. And for this kind of products, we've got the entry door. That is the aluminum clad wood entry door. You can have them for your entry with two skylight to reveal a lot of natural light and to get a really high-end appearance, right? And for this door, it can provide you with a wide open area. Put the handle downward, then it is locked, and put this one backward. It is closed too. And apart from this, certainly we've got a more different aluminum clad wood. Okay, you can have the aluminum clad wood casement window. This is the casement window. It opens outward. In many areas, the casement windows are very popular because they brings excellent ceiling performance, right? When the window closes, as I just mentioned, you can see all four sides, left, the right, the top and bottom, they're pressed really tightly against the frame. So that's why it brings excellent ceiling performance. And I think for your bedroom, for where you want to sleep very well, you can consider this casement window, okay? And this one is clearly also combined together with another big fixed window. That's what you can choose, okay? A big fixed window to get tons of natural light, to get an unobstructed view, together with an openable sash next to it to balance the ventilation. That's what we can do for you, okay? And besides, the aluminum clad wood windows also brings excellent sound insulation because wood can absorb noise very well, right? Compared with the other types, it can also help you sleep very well at night. So for a bedroom, you can consider this series. And apart from this, we've got aluminum clad wood sliding door. This is one of our sliding door, and this is another sliding door. We've got different sliding door series. Okay, this one you can see this handle. It has a different handle, right? And for this one too, okay, we've got some different hardware accessories. This is a bar lock. You just push it upward, so it's locked. You cannot open it when you push it upward, okay? And it's locked. And when you push it downward, you can open it. And also we've got the lift and the slide system. This is the lifting system. You can see it goes so smooth, right? And when you put the handle upward, okay, the door is locked on track. You cannot open it. You cannot move it anymore. That's the lifting system. So smooth, right? Actually, this door, although this is a big sliding door, but when it works, it feels like that it has no load. Okay, it's like that it has it weigh nothing at all. It's so lightweight and so smooth. Personally, I like this door a lot. If you like some sliding door, you can consider this series. Okay, just like our other sliding doors, you can choose a high check or low check. This door use high check. In our showroom, many products use high check because our customers want to use them to divide their indoor and outdoor space. Then a high check can block water outside. It's really important, right? But certainly barrier-free low check is available too. Okay, that's the sliding door. And apart from that, we've got some other products. This is the single hung window. We've got different, you can see we've got a different handle, okay? You can choose the one you like. They are both single hung windows. I'm not sure, it's not opened. Here, this is a handle. You can call it a lock, okay? It's a crescent lock. When you turn it to the other side, it's locked. I cannot open the window right now. And when you spin it, so this window will be opened upward. Take a look. In this way, you get a great view, you get a ventilation, right? And the window goes upward. It doesn't take up any space. That's really convenient, especially for some villas, because you know that for villas, usually the window will be very tall, just like this, or even taller than this, right? So for a casement window, they may take up some space, or they will be too heavy for such a big sash. But for this series, okay, it's a window sash. They stay inside the frame all the time. They're really safe, right? You don't need to worry about them falling out. And besides, they don't take up any extra space. That's really space saving, and they can provide you with really unobstructed view, right? And you push it downward, and that's the